In the small town of Brighton, a young man named Ryan lived an ordinary life. Lazy mornings, sleepless nights, endless scrolling, and constant distraction. He was 22, strong, full of life, but always tired for no reason. He often asked himself, "Why do I feel so weak, even when I eat well and sleep enough?" The truth hit him one night. While watching a health documentary online, the speaker said, "Sperm isn't just a reproductive cell, it's your life energy. It takes your body 70 days to create a single mature sperm cell, filled with vitamins, proteins, and minerals. When you waste it constantly, you're draining your own vitality." Ryan froze. For the first time, he realized that the tiredness, the brain fog, and the lack of motivation he felt were not random. They were connected to his habits, the private, hidden ones he never spoke about. He felt embarrassed, but also curious. Could it really be true? Could his energy, confidence, and focus all be linked to how he handled his own body? He decided to test it. From that day, Ryan took control of his impulses. He stopped watching adult content. He avoided wasting his sexual energy on meaningless pleasure. Instead, he began reading about discipline, biology, and the power of self-control. The first week was difficult. His body resisted. His mind screamed for instant gratification. He felt restless, but something inside him, a voice kept whispering, "Don't waste it. This time, save it." After 2 weeks, he noticed changes. He woke up earlier, felt more alert, and his concentration improved. His eyes looked brighter. When he went to the gym, his stamina doubled. Even his friends noticed. "Bro, you look different," one of them said. "Did you start taking supplements?" Ryan smiled. "No," he replied. "I just stopped wasting what makes me strong." They laughed, thinking it was a joke. But Ryan knew it wasn't. He was experiencing what he later called the return of energy. He began keeping a journal. Every day, he noted how he felt mentally and physically. He discovered that sexual energy wasn't only for reproduction, it was also creative energy. The same hormones that built sperm also powered his focus, drive, and ambition. He wrote, "When I control my desire starts working for me." A few months later, Ryan met a mentor, Dr. Thomas Ali, a retired biology professor who spent years studying male health. When Ryan told him about his journey, the professor smiled knowingly. "You've discovered something most young men ignore," Dr. Hawley said. "Sperm carries zinc, selenium, magnesium, and over 200 types of proteins. It's a masterpiece of nature, meant to create life. When you waste it recklessly, you're not just losing a fluid, you're losing what your body spent energy building." Ryan listened with fascination. Dr. Halley continued, "This isn't about guilt or shame. It's about respect. Respect for your body, your mind, and your potential. Sexual energy, if preserved and directed, becomes creativity, discipline, and ambition." Ryan felt those words deep in his bones. It was no longer about abstinence. It was about transformation. Months turned into a year. Ryan's transformation became visible. He had started his own fitness blog, inspiring thousands of men to take control of their habits. He didn't preach religion or morality. He spoke science and truth. He said in one of his posts, "Every drop of sperm contains nutrients your body worked hard to create. When you keep wasting it just for a few seconds of pleasure, you rob yourself of energy that could build your future." He started getting messages from people all over the world, young men who had quit addiction to adult content, stopped overindulging, and were finally regaining their strength and confidence. Many said the same thing, "I feel alive again." Ryan realized he had found his purpose. His pain had become his message. One day, he was invited to a university seminar to talk about health and discipline in the digital age. Standing before hundreds of students, he sighed calmly, "We live in a time where pleasure is cheap and attention is expensive. Most young men are wasting their greatest power, not money, not time, but their biological energy. The energy that could build businesses, write books, invent, or inspire. They spend it on momentary relief." The room was silent. Everyone listened, he continued. When I say, don't waste your sperm, I don't mean suppress your nature. I mean respect it. Learn to understand your body. Channel that energy into your goals, your art, your purpose. The same power that can create a child can create a dream if you control it. After the session, students gathered around him, asking questions. Many said no one had ever spoken so openly and scientifically about the topic without shame or judgment. Years later, Ryan became known as a global advocate for young men's mental and physical health. He published a book called The Power Within: Why You Shouldn't Waste Your Sperm. It became a bestseller not because of controversy, but because of truth. In the final chapter, he wrote, "Your seed is more than biology. It's potential. When you waste it, you weaken the bridge between your body and your dreams. When you guard it, you become unstoppable." He never claimed perfection, but his life stood as proof of what discipline and awareness could do. Morodanti waste your sperm. ISNT, just a warning. It as a reminder. Your body produces something miraculous, something that carries life itself. Treat it with respect. Preserve your energy, focus, and drive. Learn control, not suppression. Use your power to create, not destroy. Because real strength isn't in losing yourself to pleasure. It's in mastering it.